just like me golfing, guys. Look at this.
We should set that up in the yard.
All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. We are obviously into the project that you've seen us do it before, but every time it seems to be a little different struggle. That side came off nice, but if you remember right,
chain is underneath.
When we put this on, this side went on very difficult. So we'll see how removal goes. I think he needs to go that way because he's on that piece of metal. It's pulling out without even tension on it. It's a miracle. That was a miracle. Didn't even need the chain. Well, that process actually went best ever. I'm gonna give it the best ever. It must, I don't know. We really lubed them up last year with the Never Seas when we put them on. So hopefully we're gonna have to continue that method. So normally we put those tanks on this hay rack, but as you can see, our tanks that we never used for the 95 are on that. So you've gotta, I think we'll just be setting them on the ground. But we're gonna get the batwing mower because it's time to mow road ditches. And this is about the funnest machine to hook up. You need to be straighter.
I know.
You're still crooked.
Whoa!
Little tractor in a little shed gets big quick.
Oh boy.
You need to be this way an inch, this much. Try driving ahead just a tad. So being we didn't forward think, didn't bring no pallets to set the tanks on, we get to go in the lovely granary and find some wood, which looks like we got lots of, Brody. Look at all the woodpeckers, just look at their precision. It's unreal. The whole wall.
It smells in there.
Yes, it does smell. Let's play cricket. Or is this croquet? Or are they the same thing?
I don't know. It's croquet.
Wow. You got the hoops?
It went crooked. It's just like me golfing, guys. Look at this.
We should set that up in the yard.
I gotta show you guys this. This is a blast from the past right here. Ah, spider web! What? Okay, so this was, look at the ingenuity of my 12-year-old or 10-year-old self here. This was what we pulled behind the snowmobile, and then we'd hook sleds up off of the board. But the ropes always got ate off. So we made this fabricated, and then I took old pop bottles and milk cartons and put plastic on so the corners wouldn't dig in so bad. This is, wow.
You should take that home.
To go back to those days. Look at that.
To pull multiple sleds behind the snowmobile?
Yeah, me and my brother. Couldn't be banging into each other. You had to have a bar to keep you separated. Worked great. This looks like it could have been a McMaster's bottle that was used.
Oh boy. Doggo.
We never updated them with what happened on Sunday night. You want to tell them about the flash flood?
What, they were calling for 2/10 and we got 3 inches?
3 inches in what, an hour and a half? The flooding, like the soil literally is so full it don't even absorb water anymore. It all just runs off. And when it came at that rate, roads were topped that I haven't seen topped maybe, besides maybe like a spring melt.
The ponds and the fields got bigger.
Yeah, and now we're to the point where I don't think we can replant date-wise. Won't even make a cob. The only thing it would do would suppress weeds, but you can't even look at it. This fields just glisten with slimy mud. Spraying should be fun. I can't wait to get the drone up and watch you spinning sideways, squirreling around.
As long as you come pull me out when I'm stuck, sounds good. Gonna be keeping rubber boots in the cab.
Yep, like 2019. The rubber boots stayed in the corner for not if, but when you were stuck. We pulled Duggo out so many times. Granted, his tractor was the cat tractor with no tread left, so he was screwed right away.
Yeah, I had that one buried once.
Yeah, I've seen that before also. It's a year. It is a year that I've never. It's wetter than I've ever seen it, I think.
And that field of edibles we just planted at my house, gullied out 15 foot wide, right down all the draws. I don't think the seeds were it's supposed to be anymore.
That's good.
You want to get out there today?
If it's fit.
It's ready. It'll be great out there.
Think how soft that silt at the bottom of the hill will be. Should
But
be fine enough that it won't plug the gauge wheels though.
It's just the way it works. You don't do tillage short in the fall for the very reason of erosion, and then the day you work it with the digger to plant it, that night 3 inches of rain. Just can't get ahead.
How about the field that we worked and didn't get planted? That's gonna be a mush pit like.
I'm glad I didn't have to do it actually. The first time.
You'll be back. You'll be back, and it'll be worse. They take up a lot of room. We're gonna have to get your fork here. We can't have this tree growing. Who needs a skid loader? Wow. Wow. That's a small lake. That's probably gonna kill the corn. We need to mow this. Wow, the thistles. It looks so naked without the tanks on. Well, would you look at that? We got another shipment. The boys have been thirsty. So we got a pallet sale price and picked up another pallet of Northern Chill. So it is substantially better, cheaper to buy it in the pallet. So that's why we always get it by the pallet. Plus, everyone around here drinks it. We had like 8 guys working this spring and everyone grabs a case and puts in their tractor and just has it with for the season. And Grandma actually, this water actually helps her a lot. She gets heartburn. So does Dad from just drinking normal water. So the Northern Chill is naturally alkaline mineral spring water. So the actual alkaline water does not give neither Dad or Grandma any acid reflux. So she's always out here grabbing a case of water. So we go through a lot of this stuff. So if you guys have any interest in getting any of this stuff, it is give it a try. Give it a try. You don't have to buy a pallet at first, but you will get hooked. You will like it, and this will be what you'll want to grab every time you go to the fridge. Stay hydrated, boys.
They're the fresh ones.
Yep.
Grace, yeah.
What took so long?
You're trying not to laugh.
And this is why we have to order it every 2 months. So if you guys want to order it, Larson 20 gives you 20% off and ship it right to your door. You can share it with some neighbors. You want to get a pallet, save some money. Anyways, let's see what else we can get into. Well, I guess we're in the shop the rest of the day. What are you doing? Getting your clutches fixed up?
Packing.
You had a blowout, huh?
Packing stuff away.
He had a roll clutch failure. Rebuilding. Look at all the parts you gotta have.
I need more too.
So we made the decision, since this tractor's gotta go back, that if we do any replant, we will be using the precision planter just because it's hooked up to the 9R. So we're in the process of taking the discs out. I suppose we gotta detension the speed belt. I don't know if we'll do any maintenance other than that, unless we see something critically wrong. And then, well, at some point need to pressure wash it.
A bit of a spill.
I don't like this thing.
It's small.
Yeah, it's like engineered to the perfect amount. Oh, he vacuumed some out of there. So on our previous planters, we've always just left the plates in. I know you're supposed to take them out, we just never have. But since it's basically a new planter, we're going to start out with a new set of habits and putting them in the boxes after spraying some graphite on them, lubing them up so they're ready for next year. So basically all this stuff does, once it dries, makes it slippery again. Stuff dries pretty quick. Even John Deere's boxes are engineered. Look at this. Let's see, which way does it go on? Unreal. Truly unreal. Perfect.
I better get some of this.
Apparently we ain't cleaning those out.
Not no more.
No, typically we just leave our leftover seed in there. So phase 2 of teardown is we're taking these all apart because debris, it seems, likes to carry up the backside of the belt. So the seed drops off the plate in here, rides down to the seed trench, exits, and then this, sometimes, this one was actually in here, right up there. Debris can apparently get sucked up and then gets lodged in there. So we're taking that apart and then detensioning these belts so they don't stretch or get formed to the curvature as bad. And then we also get to pick all the mud out from down in that hole. It's just a jolly of a time, isn't it, Eric?
You got buzzing in my head again. It's always those noises. You want this back in there then?
I suppose I don't really want pressure washing in that connection. There we go. So another thing, I think we're going to take all those actual meters off so that we can wash in here. As you can see, due to the conditions that we were dealt this year, it has packed all of our electrical components plumb full of dirt, which, you know, that should be fine, right? Not cause corrosion or ripped wires or think what?
I just stepped on it and I heard a crack, but it was that kernel exploding, not the plastic. Why is this not on there?
Are you compacting the seed?
Yeah.
So we were talking and we're on our last 2 rows here to do. And so there's a purge feature in the screen that purges. So if you're in a rain delay, you're supposed to hit purge, or maybe even overnight. And what the difference between this belt and Precision's, which there's a lot of differences, but Precision's belts run all the time. Like you're stopped, as long as your master switch is on, the belts are running. This belt turns off when the row unit does. So seed stays in here, but that purge button should have a cycle where it purges your seed out and then runs backwards, like even a half a turn, because when the debris gets up in here, that gets sucked up, If you run this backwards, it just pukes it right out the bottom. So there you go, dear engineer that's watching this. If you are, please make it purge. Reverse purge.
Reverse purge.
The last one. So I figured out this trick. You know how I figured out to get this out, the speed tube? Put the depth control handle up all the way. Gives you a lot more room to work here. Some nice, kind fellow sent me an email telling me when we were struggling in the winter working on it. He's like, put your depth handle all the way out of the ground, and then it comes out really nice. And it does. Thank you.
It's always nicer when people see us struggle and tell us how to do it better instead of just wait until the next video to watch us struggle some more. Because I'm sure it's humorous. Struggling. There we go. Wow. Oh, what is there, 24? I think I did about 20 of them, so. Or wait, you jumped me about 4 times.
I was noticing I was doing maybe a sloppier job. Maybe that's how I was doing it more efficient.
It's the soft fingers I have. I just can't work too quick. Does the talc burn your face?
No, I'm immune from it.
Good.
That's all I'm ever around.
Because kind of been letting myself go lately. It should be fine though.
In which way have you let yourself go?
Well, it's hard to see unless it's perfect lighting. But I noticed this morning it's maybe time to
Clean her
shave
up?
off the 4 hairs I got growing on my face.
Yeah, it's hard to tell against your tan skin, that little strawberry blonde beard you have. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why? Don't even show nobody. Don't, because I don't like feet. And those that know I don't, send me foot pictures. So, you should start screenshotting, selling those on the internet. All I gotta say is why. Why? Why? That one's upset. He's mad. He says he can tell whenever it's gonna rain, his big toe says, and he sent this to me and says, you already know what's going on. Oh, you sound sick. I should go home. So hot in here. No, it really isn't. It's because you're all fevered up. No, I am not. You know who's driving, don't you?
What's going on? Oh, the horn?
Yeah.
No, if you had her on in time for that.
Oh, gosh.
We need fuel.
We're going to hook this. The Silver Bullet is getting hooked up to the Demco trailer. I was really hoping we could use Kenny for an auto transmission and hopefully like that setback axle for better steering around corners and stuff, but I made this truck work last year, so I'll use it again. And I know that the air conditioner works just, wow, great in this.
What tractor was that? The 600 number 2? AC ain't working so well?
Oh, nice.
Is that what Jordan said? I don't know. Jordan runs it, so he'll be fine.
So naturally, the Land Roller's parked in front of it, which is fine. But look at this view here. Water, the neighbors, water in ours, every low spot. Flooding. This is not ever something you want your Land Roller to look like. That means you've been in mud, rain. Oh, look at this. Look at the gravel. Where it was parked and it's washing the drums off. So the thing's got mud scrapers. This is not good. Not good. And Dad said when he was out and he had just a couple passes left in the field, it started raining pretty good and he kept going. And he said he barely could pull the Land Roller, which typically the thing walks with it, because the mud scrapers were causing so much friction. Wow, you're terribly crooked. You gotta get that way. Yeah, so that's never something that you want to do or have to do, but you know, what are you gonna do when you got 2 rounds left? Send it with your duggle. I love new stuff. Cranks that actually crank like they're supposed to. It's raining more than
Yeah, I noticed. It's just not a good idea.
What are we gonna do now? I'm not working in the rain. Shop's full. It's a Tuesday, 4 o'clock. Call it a day.
I'll set up a tea time.
Yeah, in the rain. Yuck. My goal was to get this loaded up, but what are you gonna do? Now I'm soaking wet. Soaked. I'm soaked. Yeah, you got close enough, and you're not gonna make this corner. You can't make it through here. She's so big.
With the other one, you can't reach it if you're trying to make. I don't know. It's just I'm not a water boy. Trying to make it easier for you, but all I do is screw it up.
We leave you alone for 5 minutes and you break the legs off, huh?
No, not me. The leg is split too.
Oh man.
You get a new 4x4?
Well, that's a wrap.
That's
It's 4:30. It's a wrap.
I gotta go pump the water in my basement again.
Flooding in all areas.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, here's what it is. It's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.